Hi hybrid shooters and filmmakers, thanks for checking out the channel. Today I'm going to be explaining 5 tips that I feel that is important for you to nail for when you're doing your interview video. I just recently did an interview video, made it into a promotion, and I'll let you check that out right now, and I'll jump into the tips.
Hi, my name is Brielle.
Charlize.
Deacon Jesse.
Regina.
Bishop Darren Ferguson. I am the pastor of Bethel Baptist Church.
Bethel Baptist Church is a Christian church in Orange, New Jersey, which welcomes different people into the church.
Only thing I can say is if you're not here, you can only get the experience if you come. I know times when I don't come to church, I'm on Facebook looking at the Facebook Live, because it's always live on Sunday on Facebook. And it just seems like I'm still missing that actual interaction that you don't get from Facebook Live, that when you're actually inside of the church.
Bethel Baptist Church is a house of worship. A lot of churches, they say that they're like family. Being that I did 12 years in the military.
The first tip, and these are in no order at all, but the first tip I would say is keep on shooting B-roll. Shoot, 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 and shoot. You could never have too much, I mean, yeah, you could have too much footage, but always best to have more footage than have less, and you're just stuck. In this case, if you only have one camera, it's fine. Go and shoot different angles. Go and get your coverage, get a wide shot, get a medium shot, get close-ups on different things, on whatever the interview is about. In this case, I was interviewing people around the church, and I was in the church. So I end up recording the church service, recording the Sunday school service, and getting people interacting with each other, and getting the emotions, getting the people to, you know, the audience, whoever's gonna watch the end product of your video, to feel like they're actually in the church or in that scenario, in that moment with you. You want to be able to, for the audience to know and feel and get the understanding of what you're talking about or what you're trying to express at that moment. So getting the emotion, getting a wide shot, establishing shot, showing the atmosphere, getting all those things in B-roll, so when you can cut from the interview shot of this talking head spot like it is right now, you can also move it into something that they were talking about, and everything should just flow very smoothly. Tip number 2 is important. These are all important, but so in tip number 2, you want to make sure when you're doing your pre-production workup, make sure you have the lighting, the video, cameras and everything, memory cards, audio, get all that stuff ready. You want to research and make sure you ask the right questions. Because if you don't ask the right questions pertaining to the topic, or not open-ended questions, then you're going to be stuck. And to me, usually, depending on how long you want the interview to go or whatever the case may be, I don't know the topics, but I usually go and ask like 5 to 6 questions. In my case, I use 5 to 6 questions. And you could have a bit of a conversation with the person so they can open up, you know, so that way they're not just staring into the camera and thinking, I don't know if I said that right, or I'm not sure, let me not go and say such and such. You want them to be a bit more open, have a conversation with you. And if you're the filmmaker and doing all this stuff and asking the questions at the same time, this is the time that you need to go and shine and be in that position to give eye contact. You need to go and, you know, conversate with them, because that's what you need, to conversate, so they can open up and you can capture that emotion and their feelings about that topic on camera. All right, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is audio. You want to make sure that you go and have redundant audio, meaning more than one source of audio. So you can have an extension cord going straight from your microphone that's off the camera, put it close to your talent, plug that in right into the camera, sync that up off the rip, straight into the camera. Audio, video, synced, done. Also, if you're not able to go and afford, say, a separate microphone into a audio recorder or something like that, because all that stuff takes money. And of course, like if you want to get a lavalier, that's going to take money. All that stuff is extra cash. And if you're starting off as a filmmaker, just like I am, all this stuff is not always available to you. So you got to find different ways. Simple, easy way, something that can be done is use your cell phone. I mean, you want to use an iPad, whatever is available. You need to record this audio, and you need to make sure it's clean and clear to you, to your talent. So either let the talent hold the audio device, because it's like, here, all right, you want to talk into it? Yes, sure. But then you can't have this on camera, so you lower it down a bit. There you go. You don't even know it's there. As simple as that. And that's talking straight into the camera and straight into the audio device, and you don't even know it's there. Also, if that's not something that you feel that is comfortable for the talent to do, everyone got some wired headphones, right? I mean, they're kind of going out of style now, but you got wired headphones, you got a microphone on it, just like that. Plug that thing in, you use an adapter if you gotta use an adapter. So there's a microphone part, and then there's the headphone part. They don't need to use the headphone part. The microphone just needs to be somewhere around here. Sling this thing around here like that, boom. You barely even see that. Barely even see it. Tuck the rest of it in the shirt. Check the audio, you're good to go. In a pinch, almost everyone usually just has a wired headphone just hanging there. So you have the wired headphones, plug it into the phone, audio recorder, you're set. That's it. That's a redundant audio. So you already have, say, a shotgun mic, which I would say you need to go and get. Don't rely on your onboard camera microphone for that, but you're in an interview. If anything, rely straight onto that be your main primary audio. You just want to make sure you have both of these things running so you can sync it up in post. You got to find these little hacks. All right, I'm rambling a little bit, but framing. You want to make sure that all your cameras, if you're just using one, good, it's one less thing for you to worry about. And if you use more than one, you want to make sure these cameras are on the same side as the interviewer. So if you have a camera on the right, the interviewer's right side, you got to make sure that next camera's on the interviewer's right side. You don't want to have one on the right and one on the left, because then it's a big jump. You're breaking the 180 rule. So you want to make everything a bit cohesive when you jump from one shot to the next. So you have both these cameras on the right side or the left side, whichever you choose. You frame them up. You frame them either in the center or on the thirds. So you have your grid like so, boom. You want to either, when they're facing the third, you have them on the third. You're going to make them face into the empty void. That's what you're going to do. Don't want it to face into the spot where you're just going straight into the exit of the frame. You know, your frame is only so big. You want to make sure everything's set up the right way. And also, if they're in the center, that works also, but also you want to make the talent, whoever it is, you want them to go and angle themselves. Lighting and video is all about the angles. If you just centered, it's like you don't got that much depth. You want to always get a bit more depth. So put them on the side, poke their chest out a little bit. You know, make them feel they run the place. So tip number 5 is making sure that you have the people's name. Whoever is in the interview, make sure you have their name for their lower thirds, or however the title or however you want to set that up in your edit. Usually, when you're doing one of these videos or whichever the circumstance, you would have like a disclaimer form, a waiver or something, so that way they can write out the name and make sure you have it all written down. You can just use that as finding the way how to spell it, so you can put it in the edit. In this case, I did not. And of course, doing everything by myself, I ended up doing everything and forgetting to get that name. So you would think, hey, not that big of a deal. Just go and message the person that set up the whole thing, and they can just tell me how to spell everyone's name. To go find out, that person did not really know how to spell their name, and hey, ended up giving you the wrong name. So now, doing the edit, then finish, show them again. Name is still not spelled right. Let's go find it again, change it up, and etc, etc, etc. All that stuff takes so much time and energy that could have been saved if you just get the person's name, have all the information that you need for the video, so when you're typing everything up and getting all that information in during the edit, you can just breeze through it and have everything, because the best person to get the information is from the person itself, not from a third party. Hey, those are my 5 tips. Thank you for chilling with me for this long. If you like the video, self-explanatory. Subscribe if you do want to see more information like this, hybrid shooting type of things, filmmaking, cinematography. I'm learning things and I'm gonna share it with you. We can all learn together. And comment in the comment section if you think I forgot some important stuff that you want to share. Maybe I'm gonna learn stuff that I didn't know about, or you can help someone else out. Subscribe, like, all that good jazz. Thank you for staying with me. My name is Brian, thank you, and I'll be seeing y'all soon.